Good evening and welcome to the Nevis Newscast for today, Thursday, January 21st, 2016. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Now for the news in detail. Doctors involved in the annual prostate cancer screening clinic put on by Urology Associates arrived on the island yesterday ahead of the Saturday, January 23rd hosting of the prostate cancer screening clinic for men on Nevis. Here is more in this report.
Hi, I'm Shavani Nisbet and I'm here with the doctors of the Urology and Associates who are here to do the prostate screening, which they do annually. I'll let them introduce themselves.
Dr. Dwayne Twaits and everybody around here supposedly know me. This is our 9th year of screening, and I've been here all the 9 years.
Hello there, my name is Dan Caruso. This is my 4th year on the island, and I'm glad to be back.
And I'm Brian Cohen, and I think this is the 7th or 8th time that I've been here to help out Dr. Thwaites, so I'm pleased to be back as well.
Tell us a little bit about what's going to be happening and when it's going to be happening.
So we're going to be doing the prostate screening, which entails 2 basic exams, a blood draw and a digital rectal examination. It's going to be done at the Occasions Center. And we start at 6 o'clock is registrations. The doctors usually start the exams at around 8, and we try to close off at around 12 o'clock. It's usually quick and painless, I should say, because most people are a little bit worried. It takes about 3 seconds to do a proper good digital rectal exam, so it shouldn't be too overbearing, and it should be easy for most of the people. Most of the men in Nevis have had their screening done before, and we're hoping that all of those people will come back, and we're hoping to get some new ones.
What age range are you encouraging to come to the prostate screening?
Usually for people who are high risk population, we start off at the age of 40, and we can go down to 35 if the patient has family history of prostate cancer. We think that you can probably try and start an early screening at 35, but the cutoff age for high-risk population is the age of 40, and the Caribbean is in that category where we're high risk, and so we start off at the age of 40.
You guys are not from Nevis, of course, right? Tell me why you keep coming back to Nevis to do this annually.
I always feel good about providing this service. The Nevisian people that I meet are always very gracious, and it's an important service. And I mean, back home when we do screenings like this, we may only get a fraction of the people actually turning up. I mean, if we got 550 last year, we may get 40 back home. So I think the people of Nevis really acknowledge the the importance of doing this, and it feels good to be part of it. So, and it's a beautiful place to visit.
Yeah, I would definitely just second what Dr. Caruso said, that we feel as urologists that this is a very important thing that we need to be doing, not just for the Nevis population, but for every population, and making sure that people are aware of prostate cancer to keep men as healthy as we can do. I think Nevis is fortunate to have somebody like Dr. Thwaites down here who spends a lot of time on the island taking care of men's health issues and urology issues for everybody. And if he asks for our help, I'm always more than happy to lend a hand or a finger or whatever it may be to help out with that.
I would like to thank the doctors of the Urology and Associates for coming every year to do the annual prostate screening, and I would like to take this opportunity to encourage all the men, especially those over 40, to do your prostate screening. It's going to be taking place at the Occasions on Saturday, 23rd of January. See you there.
Health educator Shavani Nisbet. Nevis's Deputy Premier, the Honorable Mark Brantley, says Nevisians are seeing the manifestation of the commitments made by the National Unity Government. The Honorable Mark Brantley, who is also the Minister of Foreign Affairs and Aviation in the National Unity Government, made that assertion yesterday when he appeared as the special guest on the radio program Working for You.
As we approach the 1-year milestone, I feel that looking back, we have fulfilled several major commitments. We are continuing to work on others. I think the people of Nevis, clearly I come from Nevis, I'm elected by the people of Number 9. I want to thank them for always having faith in me. But I believe that they're more comfortable because they're seeing the inclusiveness that we promised, that Nevis will not be left out, and that when we say a fair share for all, we truly mean a fair share for all, whether you're from Cairn or Cotton Ground. The reality is that every citizen in our country now must feel a sense that they are included included, that they are important and that they are part of the national development plan for the country and for certainly the Team Unity government.
Minister Brantley also spoke to other benefits of his being a part of both the Nevis Island administration and the federal government.
I think it allows me a bird's eye view of what's happening, both in Nevis and in St. Kitts. It gives me a much stronger voice in the federal cabinet to speak to matters that impact the people of Nevis. Sure. I think that for a long time we had laws, regulations, rules, policies being articulated at the federal level that impact the people of Nevis as a constituent element of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, but which the people of Nevis had no input. Right. And I think that that now changes. Right. The Premier is there, I am there, and when the Prime Minister, anybody else says something, I say, hey, wait a minute. That is going to have a bad effect on the people of Number 9, whom I represent, and so the voice that is so necessary is now in the federal parliament.
Deputy Premier of Nevis, the Honourable Mark Brantley. Prime Minister, the Honourable Dr. Timothy Harris, says his government is considering a subvention to the Development Bank of St. Kitts and Nevis to support a special tranche targeted directly at weaning persons off the People's Empowerment Program PEP and into high-income earning employment. Prime Minister Harris, who was at the time speaking at his first press conference for 2016, noted that his government has promised to give the Federation's young people a step up from minimum earnings under PEP to a better standard of living.
Whatever we provide to the bank, we will say X amount must be reserved for people who are on the PEP and who now are at a position, have a business plan which says they can move from being a minimum earner to earning their own keep. And we will give special support to that.
The Prime Minister noted, however, that the PEP has cost the country some $167.9 million in resources as of January 18, 2016.
The CDB, in its analysis of the program, had indicated only about 130 persons receive any form of training under that program. 167.9 million, 130 persons exposed to any rudiments of training.
He reported that efforts to reduce this have borne some fruits.
I want to thank those private sector entities that have responded positively to our urging that they take on their payroll full-time those PEP workers that have been contributing to their businesses for over a year. It is neither fair nor healthy that the government should, through the PEP program, subsidize the payroll of some private entities while some are denied. Since my budget address on the 15th December 2015, in that short window, 58 employees have been upgraded from the PEP to full-time employment in the private sector. Thanks to Team Unity, these former PEP employees will get better wages. They will now have an improved status, including the improved probability of qualifying for loans and visas.
Prime Minister Harris says his government will reorganize and restructure the PEP to make it fit for purpose, providing relevant training and the preparation of young people for the world of work, entrepreneurship, and responsible citizenship.
I want to say to all the PEP workers in the private and public sectors that Team Unity will continue to work for you. We want you to do the very best that you can. And those in the public sector could be assured that when vacancies arise, we will give consideration to their permanent placement. But of course, preference will be given to the best of these workers, because we want only the best in the public service. And what are some of the yardstick? Punctuality, attitude, aptitude, and your responsiveness to service excellence. So we want them, of course, to continue to give a fair day's work in the expectation of a fair day's pay.
Prime Minister, the Honourable Dr. Timothy Harris. Still to come.
And I am very happy today to announce that going forward from this day forth, NEVLEC will be the proud sponsor of the CSS Job Preparation Workshop.
The details after this break. Welcome back. The Republic of China, Taiwan is presenting nationals of St. Kitts and Nevis with an opportunity to participate in its 2016 International Higher Education Scholarship Programs. The programs offered through the Taiwan International Cooperation and Development Fund are now available for registration. Bachelor and postgraduate programs are offered in the fields of agribusiness, tropical agriculture, business administration, mechanical engineering, international business and trade, journalism and mass communication, medical laboratory sciences and biotechnology and medicine. Master programs are offered in the fields of tropical agriculture, business administration, international affairs, technology management, information systems and applications, international human resource development, international health, aquaculture, technology and management, environment, sustainable development, mechanical engineering, electric power engineering, industrial engineering and management, international nursing science, agricultural economics, civil engineering and management, international business and trade, tropical medicine, international healthcare administration, international cultural and creative industries, agriculture, educational leadership and management development. Doctoral programs are offered in the fields of tropical agriculture and international health. Persons who are interested in seeking a bachelor, master, or doctoral degree in various fields in Taiwan are encouraged to contact the Premier's Ministry at 469-5521. The application deadline is March 18th, 2016. Juan Williams, the deputy principal of the Charlestown Secondary School CSS, today congratulated the school's guidance and counseling unit for the 10th hosting of the CSS Job Preparation Workshop. The workshop took place today at the St. Paul's Anglican School Hall and saw participation from the school's 4th and 5th form students.
We provide this opportunity for our students to gather the skills they need and the attitudes that are necessary to ensure that they have success in the world of work. We want our students to earn a good living, and we know that this won't happen by accident. So we are making sure that you are really well prepared for the world of work. We place great importance on developing responsible, hard-working young people who can give something back to the society and who will make great employees and, yes, employers. With that said, I implore you, make the best of the opportunity that you have today. Learn as much as you can. When the time comes, put what you have learned into practice. Engage your facilitators, for they have a wealth of knowledge to share with you.
Diane Paul is a guidance counselor at the Charlestown Secondary School.
I would like to take this opportunity to place on record our hearty thank you to our sponsors, yet our partners, the Nevis Electricity Company, NEVLEC. Thank you for seeing the vision that the Charlestown Secondary School has for its students and partnering with us on this important venture. Students, thank you for being here. Use the opportunity to learn, share, grow. Start to think of yourself as professionals, future leaders. Appreciate the time, effort, and diligence that was used to shape you as better individuals.
The workshop facilitators were Tricia Daniel, Mackie France, Diana Humphrey, and Lee Paris Cambridge. For the first time, the sponsor of the one-day workshop was the Nevis Electricity Company Limited, NEVLEC.
The world has now become a global village, and no longer are people looking for ordinary persons to employ. When we look for people, we are looking for people who have the requisite skills that are needed for today's workplace. And so I implore you to take whatever is given to you today, hold it with both hands, listen to your facilitators, engage them in conversation, question them for anything that you don't understand. And so when we were approached, one of the things that we were also told was that the school would have over the years had some amount of difficulty in finding people to partner with them. And so I thought long and hard about it. I took it to my management team, and then I took it to my board. And I am very happy today to announce that going forward from this day forth, NEVLEC will be the proud sponsor of the CSS Job Preparation Workshop.
NEVLEC General Manager Gervin Swanston. 8 educators in the Federation are now certified autism specialists following training facilitated by autism expert Dr. Cheryl Rosen from January 5th to 6th at the University of Medicine and Health Sciences. Autism is a disorder that affects the brain and the development of a child's social skills, communication, and sensory system, making it difficult for the person to integrate with others. Josephine Claxton Richardson, Learning Support Coordinator at the Curriculum Development Unit and coordinator of the Autism Certification Program, says the Ministry of Education has been instrumental in ensuring that the program comes on stream because it recognizes the importance of having persons here on island that are specialized in diagnosing autism. The participants included an education officer from Nevis's Department of Education. Participants from St. Kitts included a student support officer, the supervisor of early childhood, the coordinator of learning support, the principal of the Cotton Thomas Comprehensive School, a rehab specialist, and 2 speech and language specialists. This workshop was the second phase of a 4-phased project in which Dr. Rosen has partnered with the Government of St. Kitts and Nevis's Ministry of Education, the University of Medicine and Health Sciences, Marshall's Restaurant, and the Royal St. Kitts Hotel. The first phase was conducted in early September 2015 with a workshop comprising 45 teachers from around the Federation who work with children that have been diagnosed with autism spectrum disorder. Phases 3 and 4 consist of an early diagnostic and intervention center and continuing education by way of training. And that concludes tonight's edition of the Nevis Newscast. I'm Bronte Swanston Hendrickson. Thank you for viewing. Good night.